The audience see the film. They don't notice these little things, little details.
Más چکستون از اروپا.
اونجا قسم جای است؟
مردم به سینما میرن و نوشیدن. زنها چادری نمیپوشن.
When I describe the story, it sounds strange. It's a film about love and also about necessity of tolerance, to understand that other people have a different experience, not to judge them quickly, but to try to understand why they are like this, seeing that people are individuals and politics is something completely different. Persepolis and Waltz with Bashir, they were very important films, which they both are great films. Both of them are very different and both of them have something similar because they both are based on the personal story. One is lighter, one is darker, and both just made an important step because they were in the competition in Cannes Film Festival, and they proved that animation can be also about serious topics, that animation for a long time is not only for kids, for children, and that in animation you can cover all topics. It was very difficult for me to make this animation feature film, because before I was used to make short animation films, which is something completely different. You can make your short film in one person or in a very small team. You can experiment. You don't have the producer who would control you all the time, so you have quite a freedom. But if you make the big project, it's a big responsibility. It's really expensive, and also it's many people involved. But also, long film, you need those people. You cannot make it in one person, and that was the most difficult for me. I had to cooperate with people, and they just did it a little bit different than I would make it. And of course they made it different because they were not me, there was someone else. It took me time to realize that it is good as they make it, because before I was very much controlling the details. It is important to control the details, but it is not crucial for the film. The audience see the film. They don't notice these little things, little details. For the audience is most important the story, the message, the characters. There were some very nice animation films done about Afghanistan. It was The Swallows of Kabul, then it was Breadwinner, then we have the film Flee. I know that there are a couple of more films about Syria, I think. So it is so interesting that there is so many films about Afghanistan or about Middle East, because in the whole universe there is so many places with conflicts. But I think that now after Flee, probably it will be the end of Afghan films, and now maybe the concentration will go to Ukraine or to Africa or someone else. Because in the film, usually it's good to show some drama. And usually when there is some country with some difficult situation, difficult political system, then you find the drama for the film. So that's probably the reason why so many films about Afghanistan. But when we started the film, we didn't know that there are these other films just being made. Probably if they would tell us, I don't know if we would continue, but probably yes, because when you start the film, you want to finish it. And I like to watch series, and I found that it is not the quality of the series, but when I start to watch something, then this fascination of returning again to the same characters, it's very important. So at the moment I really love Fauda. It is about Israeli-Palestinian conflict and about secret services, and it is very dramatic, and it is important that it has many parts because they are already 3 seasons. Yeah, then I like the film Flee, which was competing with me. Then I like the film The House. I think it is a very important project because it is like an animation done by really good directors for Netflix. And it is interesting suddenly to see how these platforms are taking importance also in our art movies. let's say The House, it was a project which I was waiting for and which was very interesting for me. Now I'm preparing another film, and I want to make animation feature film again. I really like short animation films, but if you make a long animation film, it means that you can stay with the audience for a longer time and to tell more complex story. I like very much if you go to the cinema or if you see the long film, and then for the rest of the day you are just thinking about the story, about that one film. And this is what I like very much. It will be again about some woman, and I think that it will be more, I want to make it more personal and also more funny, to put in more humor.